Hi, I'm Mike Gunning. I'm the CEO of VR Resources. In short, why are we doing this right now? VR is moving into a very busy 6 months of mineral exploration, looking at silver, copper, and gold in two long-standing mining jurisdictions in Nevada in the Western US and in Ontario in Northern Canada. The opportunity for you as investors is to learn about the company and these projects before we have our news releases with the assays and the results, starting in May, later in July, and later again in September, October, so that you can consider building a position in VR before we go through those value creation thresholds. And that's why I'm here today, to understand what that opportunity is. We have a phrase in mineral exploration, ppm. When I send a rock or an assay, they tell me what's in the rock. Could be copper or could be silver in parts per million. But let me tell you what parts per million, ppm, stands for in the world of venture capital and mineral exploration. It stands for people, properties, and money. Let me just give you the 40,000 foot in the air people, properties, and money at VR as the foundation for why you would consider investing in this company tomorrow before the results come out from this silver copper project in Nevada, which we have just drilled. People. I'm 3 generations in this business. I've been doing mineral exploration for my entire life. Most people in Canada know me from my time in uranium. I was the CEO at Hathor, the executive chair at Alpha. I was fortunate to lead 2 uranium discoveries through the boom in uranium in the first half of the 2000s. 2 company sales for almost $1 billion. Important discoveries in important district with the largest uranium companies in that district. Those were value creations that were 0 to 200 million in 18 months, 0 to 650 million in 4 years. I make no pretense that that is the value creation that VR is trying to pursue for our investors. We are essentially the R&D of the mining industry. It's high risk. It's not for every investor, but it is by far the steepest value creation curve in the mining and exploration business. Properties. I formed this company in 2014. We were active for 4 years privately. We went public in 2017 at 30 cents. We continued to acquire, generate, develop properties. In 2021, we are drilling 2 properties in Nevada, 1 in Ontario, the Reveille silver copper property, the Amsel gold property in Nevada, and the Hecla-Kilmer copper, gold, and strategic rare earth element property in Ontario. We have just drilled the Reveille silver copper project. It is typical of the kind of properties we have. We own them 100%. They are in mining friendly jurisdictions. These are the kind of jurisdictions the major mining companies want to be in. They have infrastructure. I can drive to these properties with a Toyota Prius from the local airport. It's important for cost-effective exploration. Reveille, Amsel, and Hecla-Kilmer all fit that mold. And again, the opportunity for you is that we have been advancing these properties for 3 years. They're ready to drill in 2021. The typical upside potential in a share and market cap of a company like VR is tenfold on a discovery hole. You're then exposed to another tenfold market cap and share price increase if you can take that discovery and show that it actually leads to a mineral deposit, one that a major mining company might be interested in acquiring. I believe we're moving into the window where we can expose our shareholders to both of those value creation thresholds. And that's what I would encourage you to look at on our website. Lastly, money. Without money, exploration doesn't happen. I'm getting older. I'm getting concerned about the hyperinflation that we live in. And exploration, like mining, is difficult just in looking at the inflation in our business. VR, on my track record, and my chairman has been fortunate. We've been raising $1 to $3 million a year for the past 7 years, even through the grind of this cycle. We keep this G&A of this company tight. We put that money into the ground. Our working capital right now is approximately 2.8 million. Our G&A for running a public company, I keep tight at less than 800,000. It tells you as an investor that VNR, from a treasury point of view, is good through 2022. I have the money in my pocket to execute on the drilling strategies on these 3 projects. One that we've just completed at Reveille, one coming up in June, July at Amsel for gold, and one coming up this fall at Hecla-Kilman for copper, gold, and rare earth elements. On the share structure side, we still have a tight share structure like our IPO. We only have 77 million shares out. Nearly half of them, 45%, are held by 5 mining long institutions that know me from uranium, they know copper, and they know silver. Between those 5 institutions, 2 in the US, 1 in Switzerland, 1 here in Canada, between those 5 and myself, I'm still the largest shareholder. I have invested in virtually every placement this company has ever done. 45% of our shares are held by myself and these institutions. Why does that matter? That block of shares is not just looking at the excitement of a discovery hole. We're looking at following that up with delineation drilling and potentially the delineation of a mineral deposit and potentially a second 10-fold increase in our market valuation and market cap. That's how you go from discovery hole to sale to a major mining company for 650 million. We have the share structure and the treasury and the leadership at this company to do that. We have 3 projects this year that I believe, all on their own merit, are what gold companies like Kinross, copper companies like Rio Tinto, and the big rare earth element strategic metal companies, including the US government, are looking for. I have conviction, I believe in what we're doing, and I'm hoping that this year I can provide my strong shareholder base with the big events, the big threshold event that they've been waiting for. I'm grateful to have my shareholder base. And I would encourage you as new investors to look at VR and to consider getting into this company before we have that news release with the drill intersection. Thanks for your time. Good luck with your investments. Take care.